So my plan is to essentially put two radiators in this case. One's going to be in the front and one's going to be up top. Situated, what I need to do is get this taken out. I'm going to put a radiator going down, and that might require some maneuvering. So I went ahead and removed 2 screws in the bottom here. Also removed 4 more screws from the back of the case, and that way I can go ahead and pull this guy off, and this part will come loose as well. Looking at this, you can see there's another slot right here where this needs to be removed in order to accommodate that 360 radiator. So in the back right here, you can see there's a little latch. Pull. Now we have a cutout for that radiator. So now's a good time if you guys are planning to put in drives. You can go ahead and remove them, put them in. Or if you do not plan on using this at all, you can go ahead and just essentially remove it. All right, so the radiator is going to run all the way down, guys. And in order to do that, I need to get to the front of the case. That way I can get that radiator secured. So let's go ahead and take the front of the case completely off, remove the fans, and we'll get the radiator in. So I have the fans removed, and now I have the choice. So I do have the 360 radiator right here. This will go inside facing this way. But I now have the option if I wanted to put 3 120mm fans in the front. Now, thought about it a little bit, went back to keeping the original 200mm fan, and what that goes to is just the look of the case. I don't want to change it that much. I do love the big fans in the front, and I just wanted to kind of keep the look and identity of the case. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know if you want me to put the 320mm Corsair fans in the front or just keep the original 200mm. So I am going to go ahead and mount the radiator. The ports will be in the front. It will be facing this way. And let's go ahead and put it in. I do think I want to take out the mesh and put in the glass insert, so let's go ahead and do that while we have the front removed. Alright, so that's all in. I'm going to put this to the side just to keep the excess weight off the build while I'm working on it, guys. So I don't think I'm going to end up using these dry bays, so let's go ahead and just remove them. That will give me more space underneath for storage. Or should I say for cable management. So one screw, and it's completely out. Probably won't be using this, but do have the option to put it back in if I need to. So I do have 2 SSDs that I want to put on this build, and let's go ahead and just get those secured. It's pretty simple. What I'm going to do is just put these in. These came with the actual case. This is how it'll look essentially. This just goes in, just presses on. Now you will need to add your SATA and power connection, but we'll do that a little bit later after we put in the power supply. So that's how it looked. Pretty straightforward. So let me just take these back off and we'll continue with the build. So next thing I want to do, I want to get the power supply in this build. Got a huge 1000 watt power supply right here. So let's go ahead and get it out of the box and get it in the build. So nice packaging by Corsair again. We got peripheral up top, SATA, PCIe 4+4. On the bottom we do have the peripheral, SATA again, and we do have the 24-pin ATX connection for the board. Also notice on the front there's a switch for single and multiple, and this refers to Corsair's rail system, guys. So on the single position, the full output of 12-volt system is available on all connections. If it goes to the multiple position, each individual connector has overcurrent protection, so no more than 40 can be delivered to any given cable. So up to you guys. I think multiple is a safe choice, so I'm just going to leave it there. We have a main switch right here, guys, as well as your plug. They also provide another goodie bag. Here's the main power plug, power cable. They have all kind of connections in here. SATA, Molex, everything that you'll need to essentially get power to your components, guys. And of course, for this setup, it did come with this bracket in the case, guys. So we're gonna put this on like so. You can see it has the screw holes for you to line it up. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm gonna line it up like this, and we're gonna secure it with the 4 screws that were provided in the case. All right, so that's ready to go in. The other thing is the case itself does have a cutout. Not much to show, but it will show the Corsair logo, and might as well have something showing instead of nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and take this part out. We'll just kind of take a look at what it looks like once it's in. So not bad, better than nothing. So before we get this in, guys, we do have a lot to consider as far as cabling, what cables we want to use, and how we're going to route them. So good thing for me, I do have a nice cutout right here where I can route most of my cables. So let's go ahead and take this part off. You can see we have a lot of room right here to put our cables in. So let's take this back out first. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in. The good thing about the power supply, guys, is that it's easy to release. So if I need to remove cables, I can just quickly slide it back. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and tuck everything right here. And I do anticipate removing a lot of these, but until I know exactly what I need, I'm just going to leave it. Just let it stay in place, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the USB-C. This is for the front header. We also have the USB ports. These are the 4 USB ports right here, and this is USB. So let's go ahead and get those connected to the motherboard. And on the motherboard, the USB connection is right here. So what I want to do is just probably run it through here. And what I want to do is just, that's going to run through here. And most of it is going to be hidden once I put the backing plate and everything else in. So just make sure that's secure. So here's the USB-C connection. And if you look right here, it does say USB 3. Let me go ahead and zoom in. If you look closer right here, it does say USB 3.0. So these are where these guys are going to go essentially. So let's go ahead and run those down. And probably the best route is to run it through here over to the 2 ports. Like I said, don't worry about the cable management, guys. Remember that we do have this rail that we're going to put in, and that should hide a lot of those cables. But most of the cable management will be happening in the back of the case. So we're going to go ahead and set up a couple more important connections in the front header, guys. So we do have our hard drive indicator. We do have our power switch, power LED. We do have our power LED plus and minus. Now the best place to reference is in your manual, guys. It lays it out for you, let you know where the connection is, as well as what to connect where. So let me go ahead and get that connected. So starting with the hard drive LED, plus and minus. According to this, the bottom left is the plus. So I'm gonna flip it like this and slide that in. I also have the power switch, which is labeled PW up top. So the plus is towards the left, minus is towards the right.